My name is Drew Neerman, and you are watching Data Unleashed, the Salesforce video blog series dedicated to helping you get more value out of your investment in Salesforce. So today we're going to start by talking about the different Salesforce backup and recovery solutions that are out on the marketplace today. You can basically break them down into one of two approaches. There's the SaaS fork in the road, and then there's the self-hosted fork in the road. So let's start with SaaS. Over here would be the type of solution where you are entrusting a vendor to basically set up your Salesforce insurance policy. There's not really a way to validate and use the data because it lives in the vendor's cloud. Oftentimes you're limited to how frequently you can back up the data because, again, it's in the vendor's cloud on their storage and compute, and they can't allow any one client to consume too much of their compute or storage resources. Third, something that we hear about quite frequently at Data Unleashed is the idea that when it comes time to restore, because you're limited to the once a day backups or once every 12-hour backups, your recovery point objective is kind of broad. You can't go back and find fine-grained increments to get a subset of data at a very specific point in time. And lastly, they're often breaking the data model integrity apart by dumping the data from Salesforce into a bunch of spreadsheets that you have to manually stitch back together. It's just kind of a painful process, to be completely honest. On the other side would be the self-hosted approach, where you actually have control over where the the backups are stored, how often they're taken. It could be as often as every 3 to 5 minutes, again, because it lives on your storage and your compute and behind your firewall. Most importantly, what this happens to do for you, as far as outcomes are concerned, is it gives you the tightest RTO, recovery time objective, and tightest RPO that you could possibly get, because you're backing up as frequently as Salesforce will allow you to, not as frequently as your SaaS vendor will allow you to do. One of the other key differentiators here that I'd like you to consider is that when you back up to a self-hosted solution, you can actually store the copy of Salesforce or the backup in a relational database and preserve the referential integrity of your entire data model, so that when it comes time to restore data back to Salesforce, you've got your database snapshots to go back in 5 to 10 minute intervals. You've also got the referential integrity of your data model fully preserved, so you don't have to stitch those records and relationships back together. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Drew Neerman, and this is Data Unleashed.